So, just got out of a therapy session with Laura, and because it was a rare, she had an opening about a week after my last session, so that's why I'm here. And one of the things that I am trying to work on that's hard to work on is, my reactions to triggers, especially like to my dad, because normally what happens is he'll call me for something and I'll immediately get mad because he's interrupted something I'm doing. And there have been a couple times, excuse me, there have been a couple times where I paused and I remembered Laura telling me, every time he makes you mad, he wins. And I'm like, I don't want that asshole to win. So I stop and I measure my response. And I'll take a breath. And I won't move until I feel that burst of anger shrinking down. Because if I go in while it's still rising, I will blow up. Boom. Because I am a very tick, boom tempered person. I'm hot tempered. I'm a hothead. And my dad knows how to set off that hot-headedness. And by not getting mad when he's trying to make me mad, it's like taking the bullets out of a gun and watch the other person just shoot blanks. It's just going to go click, click, click. But I'm not going to get hurt because I'm not going to get shot. Metaphorically, there's no actual gun in this house. But, I am unloading his weapon, which is his ability to make me angry. And this is a response that has been encoded into me since very young childhood. So, I am trying to undo 40 years of this bullshit. And it's hard because I have to sit and choose to punch down the anger. Not punch it down like hurt it, but just send it down rather than let it just take over. And that's hard for me because anger is a physically painful emotion. And I feel like if I don't let it out, I'll explode. That I'm just literally going to explode into blood and guts and everything gross. And so I try to imagine I'm smothering a flame with a blanket. So that it's like I'm putting out a fire rather than allowing an explosion. Because you can control a fire, a small fire pretty quickly if you just throw a blanket over it and stomp on it a few times. You can control it a bit. If you got enough water, you can control it a bit. But once it's exploded, you can't undo the explosion. So I'm working on that. So, just trying to go inward towards more calmness. But trauma programming is really freaking hard to undo. And I'm telling you from personal experience, you're not going to just magically do it every time. You might catch 1 out of every 10 or 20 outbursts. But every time you catch that one, that's a victory. It doesn't mean, oh, but I freaked out these other 18 times. It doesn't matter. Don't count. Count the ones you catch. And the ones you don't, just let them go. Because this is not about numbers, it's about consistency. And you have to be consistently kinder to yourself. Because you can't bully yourself into recovery. You have to love yourself into recovery. And a lot of us who've been through abuse, any kind of abuse, emotional, physical, verbal, sexual, psychological, any kind of abuse, doesn't matter. There are going to be those triggers that we got to work with. And people who haven't been through it just don't understand it. So I just got to keep working on myself and working on my inner calm. So that's my tidbit for the day. So hope you guys are doing well out there. And by the way, my friend Donnie Winter posted his wedding ceremony on his channel. Go watch it. It's sweet. I cried. Just saying, I cried. So go see Donnie's wedding. Love you guys.